This week, we saw a new update come out for Phasmophobia, and I've got to say, if you're anything like me and only know about this game back in 2020 when it first came out, it has changed massively since then. I've only been playing for a few months myself, but I really think if you've ever wanted to try it but you still haven't, most players are going to really come into the game being pleasantly surprised. Even though the community didn't get some of the updates that they seem to be expecting, including character customization, the ability to delete photos, and the dreaded dots hunt glitch, there are several quality of life changes that make you go, First of all, the ability to now hold 4 objects when one of those objects is an igniter is a huge quality of life increase. It may not sound like much to non-players, but trust me, even my newer friends to Phasmo see the difference. Yes! You can pick up 4 things with a lighter! Yes! Obviously, another huge update is the Point Hope Lighthouse map, which is both fun and challenging. It will unlock at level 15 for new players.
Oh, I can see your lighter too, that's cool.
That's earlier than I thought it would be, so that's always nice. At first, the thought of a 10-level map sounded kind of daunting, but most ghosts seem to only roam 2 to 4 levels when hunting, unless you have the setting on where the ghost can change rooms on you, of course. An easy way to tell if the ghost is hunting on this map is with this trick here.
If the ghost is hunting or not is the light switches. The light switch trick, if you can't move a light switch, then it's hunting.
Yeah, she's hunting. Getting to know all the various creaks and pipe sounds on this map has been very fun and spooky as well. What was that noise? Was that a pipe?
Oh yeah, the pipe right here does fucking noises.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh yeah.
I heard something weird.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be this map.
I'm impressed with how much detail has gone into making this lighthouse feel real. Especially because the first lighthouse design that came to my mind was from an old episode of Ghost Hunters. We're not sure if this is a glitch, so we don't know if it's going to be patched or not, or if it's just a proximity audio issue, but we noticed that sometimes the audio of the ghost on the stairs is not always prominent, specifically when it seems to be coming from below. There are times if you're close to it, like hiding underneath it, where you will hear the ghost on the stairs, but sometimes you don't, and you just run right into them and die.
You don't get audio of them walking up the stairs.
What?
I did not hear, and I hope I'm recording. I am not recording some fool. One of the things they did, like for example, the screams in the asylum. Not everybody hears them at the same time, but they're there, right?
Yeah.
And it has almost nothing to do with the ghost. It's literally the asylum. Maybe it's intentional, otherwise it'd be too easy.
The devs do point out a couple known issues with Point Hope, so hopefully a patch for that is coming soon, especially because one of them involves a Dio. Anyways, let me know what you think about Point Hope. Me and my friends are really enjoying it and having fun. I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but I will say, do not overlook the entryway bathroom. I repeat, do not overlook the entryway. Your first sweep of the lighthouse. If you miss it, you will regret it.
Guys, it's the bathroom by the front door.
Why?
Of course it is! 2 minutes later. I also admire how the developers make changes to the ghost characteristics that align with the ghost personality. I think that's a very fun change. Now, a shade will no longer write in the ghost book in front of you or blow out the candle firelights in front of you. If you're familiar with a shade type ghost, this ghost is typically active only when no one is around, so that makes sense. The day before the update, we had a shade write in a book in front of us, so it's cool to know that that won't happen again, and will be a unique identifier for a shade. Yurei's ability to open closed doors now can affect doors that are open at the start of the game, which is nice. Yurei's are known to be the only ghost type that can fully close doors, including the front door when not hunting or eventing. A couple more quality of life changes that have been noticeable are that all tiers of the headgear will now make a static noise when a ghost is in range and hunting, reminding you to turn it off so that it can't track you to your hiding spot.
Oh, you can see it on the thing. That's cool.
This is saved my life a few times already, and I absolutely love it. Although I haven't tried it personally myself, I'm hearing that tier 1 dots light range has noticeably increased for the better, which is always nice because every 100 levels or so, when you prestige, you go back to tier 1 items again. So the same can be said about the update on the tier 1 paramic, which now will have the light flicker when it detects a sound. Candles received a general increase to their light intensity and duration. Going back to the paramic, tier 3 paramic can now receive sounds a floor above or below, which is exciting to work towards unlocking, especially because the UI will also tell you which floor it's on, so that's extra cool. I also learned from one of my Discord buddies that YUREI will now make a double touch noise on the tent. He captured it and showed it to us, so that's really cool to see that that was fixed as well. On the flip side, a lot of the sanity meds have decreased in restoration quality, which isn't fun, but it did seem a little too OP before, so I get it. Even the tier 1s seem to restore a lot of sanity right off the get, so I kind of understand that. It's just not great for wusses like me. Tripods now have a greater chance of being knocked over, which is just even more reason for me to never use them. I don't know why, we just never use them. It's almost always preferable to just set the camera on the floor, but it's not like they can take that away, right? Oh. Oh shit. I'm also a little bummed the tier 1 and tier 2 UVs were swapped. To me, it doesn't really make sense. But at the same time, having a more reliable headgear and always having a light source on you with the igniter kind of makes up for that, not needing my emotional support glow stick as much. Emotional support glow stick. Either way, I hope the devs do consider adding a few more features the community really wants. The ability to delete photos would be extremely helpful and more fun, because it can be fun to want to play a photographer in the game and try to get a really good ghost photo. It would make sense to me if tier 1 old school camera did not have the ability to delete photos. I would get that. And if it was removed from the weekly challenges that are themed around getting a good ghost photo, like the paparazzi challenge. But in all other aspects, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to delete a photo on a digital camera, so I really hope they consider that. If we're going with realism, then I think we should be granted to delete some photos. And while it's not really a huge thing, character customization would be cool for when you're playing with others who have the same skin. Also, as a side note, I hope they do increase the amount of players on the map. I know this would be making things kind of too easy in some aspects, but I think if they adjusted, I don't know, the XP or something, they could make it seem like a little bit more fair. I just think it would be really fun because I'm an extrovert and I got lots of friends and my room fills up really quick, so that's just a personal side note for me. All in all, the update has been super fun. Me and my friends played the map non-stop. Let me know what you think about these updates, and please consider liking and subscribing if you like the video, or dislike it, or roast me in the comments, or whatever you want to do. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching, and happy hunting. I burned the lighter for you, baby. Here's one of my favorite clips so far where I got so scared hiding.
Come kill me, man! What is this? What is this? That's why I was walking by.
30. It's going up.
Yes, it bounces up and down.
No. Oh, that's
Yeah.